Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel Cush, and today I'm doing an Imperfect food box haul as well as a little clip of our baby-led weaning with our twins. If you guys like this kind of content, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and of course you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content with us and the twins and how we're living healthy, or at least trying to. So one of the things I'm super passionate about is being as eco-friendly as it makes sense for our family. Every family is different. Not everybody has compost, recycling, access to even eco-friendly brands. But when we can, we try to choose to help alleviate waste, recycling, all of that stuff. So one of the things that I had come across recently was these ideas of these like basically imperfect food boxes. And there's a company called Imperfect Foods that does it. There's another company I think called Misfits. Our area just got on the list for Imperfect Foods. So I was super excited. The concept behind these boxes is when farmers grow food and then it goes to distributors and it goes to market, it then goes to the grocery stores, and the grocery stores decide what to put on the shelves. That means they pick through what's there and they basically say, okay, this is going to go to the shelf and we're not going to take this. Well, after all of the grocery stores have taken their food, there's either food that's left over because there was a surplus for what the stores needed, or there was food that the stores didn't deem beautiful enough basically to go on the shelf. So misshapen, oddly grown foods that maybe hit a rock underground or just grew smaller than the store likes to offer. When that happens, there tends to be like the surplus of food. Instead of letting it go to waste, these companies purchase that food and then they box it into subscription boxes that you can then have sent to your house each week and get what is really genuinely tastes good, perfect produce for a discounted price because it was rejected by stores or there is just too much of it. That being said, I got my first box yesterday from Imperfect Foods, and I am really excited because I am gonna film going through the box. You can see what I got. I ended up with the majority of things that they sent as like in the box. They give you a list of things that are coming, and then you can delete stuff out that you don't like or add more of one or the other. You choose the size of your box, but you're not trapped to that. So if you start with a small box or a large box and you think, oh, this is too much produce or this isn't enough, when you get your order and it tells you what's coming to you, you could delete half of it if you wanted, or you could, and it will actually take the food out and the price will drop, or you can add as much more as you need. So for example, I took out a couple of the greens that I just wasn't ready to try cooking. It was stuff that I had never eaten before. And I left a couple things in that I did want to try. And then I also added like gnocchi because I just love it and I know that I enjoy that pasta. I haven't had it in forever and I saw it was on there, so I just threw it in the bag. The other thing that they do is they work with brands who are changing like their labels, their graphics, basically the brand look. So you'll be getting stuff that's in like old packaging, so they're trying to get rid of it. Again, perfectly good food, just at a very discounted price. This is also a very health conscious brand, so a lot of the stuff that's available is going to be like health foods, health brands that have lots of gluten-free options. They have paleo options, vegan options. So there's just like a variety of stuff for everybody. Check it out if it's in your area. I know like Misfits has like a bunch of states and Imperfect Foods has a bunch of states, and it just so happened that Imperfect Foods got to us first. So that's the box that I ordered. So I'm gonna review that, and then I'm also gonna actually show you guys a clip of the boys having lunch because it is super cute. They've been eating so many new foods, and this box is gonna allow me to try new foods at discounted prices. It's shipped to your door every week. A couple days before it gets there, you get to choose what goes into the box. So I think I have up until Saturday to choose it, and it's there on Monday. So I could be out of something on Friday or Saturday and think, okay, I'll just throw that in the box. One less trip to the store, comes to our door regularly, and again, very convenient. You can customize your box. You can actually have never foods. Like I can't eat coconut meat, so I put that on my never foods list, and nothing will ever show up in my box or be offered to me that has coconut like shreds or flavoring or anything in it. I'm gonna share that with you, but if you're interested, I do have a link below. I think they're currently running a promotion where you get $20 in free produce. There's several size boxes, so if you sign up with that link, I think you'll get $20 in free produce. If not, I think regularly their promotion is $10 in free produce, but they're always running deals, so check out the link below and it'll tell you what their special is right now. All right, let's get to the unboxing. Okay guys, so I'm gonna just go really quickly through our Imperfect Foods box. It came yesterday. First of all, I just wanna start with the fact that they sent a bouquet of gorgeous flowers. That is so sweet. I can't stop taking photos of them. I just wanted to show you a close up. These are some beautiful pieces of fall foliage. Our Imperfect Foods box, it came packaged like this. We got the large box. They text you when it's on its way. They also text you when it gets to your house. So I'm just gonna kind of show you some of the stuff that came out of it. So we got these two onions. So when you get them in your box, they tell you why you're getting them and why they're an imperfect food. Yeah, the boys are having lunch, so they're gonna be narrating with me. These were just, I think, undersized. So as you can see, like these are the onions we got from the grocery store, and you can see how, and these were considered the small onion. So these are obviously considered a little bit undersized for grocers. The next thing I ordered, all of this produce is organic, by the way, are these beautiful potatoes. These were, as you can see, like you can see there are little imperfections, and grocery stores go through the produce and they choose ones that they find customers are going to be attracted to. So this is, you know, you can clearly see why someone might pass over this guy, but he's a beautiful organic potato, so he's perfect to eat. These limes came in our box. These are surplus, so they also buy foods that, you know, the store bought all they had. So these are like perfect, beautiful limes. Same thing with these apples. You can see like they're all different sizes, but like look at how small these apples are. So again, just an imperfect food for the grocery store, but perfect to eat. Outside of that, we also got a bunch of pears, and I just adore pears. I think that these were a surplus, so this wasn't a lumpy fruit or undersized, I don't think. I think these look like the regular sized pears I get at the grocery store, but they had a surplus. All right, and now to the greens. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen such weird broccoli, but this is our broccoli. So this broccoli has like much smaller of a crown than normal, and you can tell like it just looks funky. Actually, Matt was like, what's wrong with that broccoli? But it just has a smaller crown than like the normal grocery store broccoli. We're gonna use the stems. The boys are obsessed with broccoli, and so a lot of this stuff will get made into their baby food, and I'll actually share a little clip of them eating lunch afterwards so you can see how our baby-led weaning is going. But that's my imperfect broccoli. All right, guys. These are my imperfect beets. So as you can see, a little bit banged up, that's okay. They're just gorgeous. And they come with these giant beet leaves on them, which I have to look at how to cook. They are being so funny. Hold on, I'm gonna actually switch to the boys really quick so you can see how cute they are. Silly gooses. Okay, so these are the beets. These are golden beets, and I'm going to hopefully roast these, I think, and let the boys try beets. They've never had that. Okay, so on the other side of the fridge, we got this beautiful kale, and I can't pronounce what it is. Lacinato kale. This will be for Matt's smoothies. We got this big head of like multi-green spring mix lettuce. I think this was surplus as well. This is just so good looking. And then we also had this potato gnocchi, which was an add-on. Also surplus, but I love gnocchi, so we put that in the cart. All right, and last but not least, we have some of my favorites. These gorgeous yellow bell peppers. I think these were also surplus, or maybe these were undersized. This is like kind of a mini one. And then my favorite part of the box was our carrots. You guys, they came like this. Whoops. Came like this. These are definitely Imperfect by grocery store standards. So this carrot grew probably against a rock or something. However, he's gonna be just as delicious when you roast him as any other carrot. That is the bulk of my Imperfect food order. So that is the gist of the box, but the idea is to help us eat more vegetables throughout the day, to help make a bigger variety of baby food for the boys, and for them to enjoy all of the foods. All right, I'm gonna insert the clip of the boys eating here. They're currently enjoying some food, so just kind of let you in and see what it looks like when we feed them every day. It's a little bit messy, but it's always fun. Hey, Bubba. Hi, guys. What do you got there? Got some protein. We found some protein pasta. So these are angel hair spaghetti noodles. This was our first time actually having noodles, huh, buddy? And then we had some broccoli and potato, right? So Dad feeds us so good. You're doing a good job, yeah. Here, I'm gonna move you closer. And now we're gonna have scrambled eggs. So we do one type of food. So like we start with broccoli, or the potatoes, and then once it's almost gone, we add the next food. And then once that's almost gone, we add another food. So then they start enjoying the next food. What are you guys doing? Enjoying lunch? One of the things we find is they like to eat off each other's plates. That's okay. There's plenty of food, huh? And so we just allow that because I think it's nice for them to share food. Plus, if one twin is not eating it, so like if Porter won't eat something, if we just move it over to his plate, he will then just reach over and eat it. And the same thing with Lewis. Like sometimes we'll just leave something over here that he hasn't been eating. When it's on his brother's plate, all of a sudden it looks delicious. Like I said, we just try to keep their plates full. Hey, buddy. Yeah. And if they get a little messy and playful, like right now, Lewis, huh? Yeah, you're just, he's just kind of playing with the food more than he's eating it. We really don't mind because we really want them to be comfortable with textures and picking the food up themselves. So if they're just kind of mashing it around, that's all right. One of the things they started doing is just pulling. Oh, you want this little piece of broccoli? Oh. You okay? When we, he fake coughs. One of the things that we looked up. Yeah, you having fun? Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but he has egg all in his hair right now. Actually, I think he does too. No? Oh yeah. Try to reinterest him in getting back to eating. Yeah, excited? It's fun to see them having fun with food. One of the things they started doing is like picking up a piece of food and just dropping it over the tray. So if that happens and they're just doing that with their whole meal, I assume they're either full or they're not liking what it is. So I'll take whatever it is off their plate and then just put one back on. If they do it again, I just switch what we give them. If they don't eat that, then we know that maybe they're just full. But they do that occasionally. Another thing, like with Lewis, who just kind of choked, and then Porter, who coughed, one of the things that we did look up when we first started baby-led weaning was like what to do when your baby is choking. So that's one of the things that we were really sure to understand. We even talked to our pediatrician about it because it's really scary to hear them cough or choke. And when you're giving an infant pieces of food, no matter how small, they're still learning how to swallow. And so, understanding what choking looks like versus coughing, because coughing is them expelling it from their throat, and that's okay. Choking is when they're actually not able to do that. And so understanding baby CPR, there's actually a class online that was recommended to me, and then I think she teaches it in person, but she also has an online class. So I'll link that below so you guys can see it. I think that really gave us a peace of mind knowing what we had to do if they ever choked. But very, very fortunate. The boys, even though they've had a lot of coughing because they've put too much in their mouth before or swallowed it weird, they have been really good with eating food. And of course, there's also like training stuff on how to cut all the food, like what foods are appropriate for what age, what babies can have, and like how to serve it to them so it's best for their development. They're 1, so they can pretty much eat almost everything. Like there are still things that are like no-goes, like chips, uncut carrots. Those are just things that are always a choking hazard until they're much older. We don't give them any of that. So this is our boys enjoying their very messy lunch. Look at that. The dog is gonna be so excited. Everybody keeps asking if she got bigger, and I think the answer is yeah. She's over there waiting so patiently. All right, boys. Well, it looks like you had a really good lunch. Let's take that so you can concentrate on eating. One thing we don't also do is allow them to have any toys, or if they get the little cushions free, we don't let them play because we want them to focus, on food, the less distraction. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see this, but he has a piece. Oh, you got a little noodle on your ear. Noodle, thanks for inviting us and having lunch with us today. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.